watching ESPN's Champ Week presented by Principal. This is the Ivy League tournament presented by TIAA. And the host site this year for Ivy Madness, Ithaca, New York, on the campus of Cornell University. We're inside Newman Arena, and our championship matchup on this Sunday, the 3 seed, the Quakers from Penn, to take on the team that's really become the power in the Ivy League, the number 1 seed, Yale Bulldogs. 24-5 overall record for Yale. After 2 great semifinal games yesterday, Yale withstood a shooting barrage from Cornell. Man, the Big Red, they made 10 of their first 11 shots. That wasn't good enough. Yale still came away with a 12-point win, and Penn was down late, came back to tie, forced overtime with 5 seconds left in overtime. A.J. Levine, their young point guard, with the game winner. So the Quakers took down Harvard and set up our championship matchup, 1 versus 3, Yale versus Penn. And hi everybody, Dave Fleming, Noah Savage. Great to have you with us on one of the great days in sports of the entire year, Noah. It's Selection Sunday. You got championships still to be decided, tickets punched in the NCAA tournament, and in this Ivy League, Noah, where everything else around college basketball has changed. Things stay the same in the Ivy, the same 8 teams, all the history, the rivalries. You played in this league, you know this league really well. Despite that continuity, the level of basketball in the Ivy League probably has never been higher.
Yeah, and with Yale losing 2 of their stars a season ago, they didn't miss a step. 24 wins this season. And I think this team, if they win today, is good enough to go to the tournament and win 2 games and make a Sweet 16 appearance.
Yeah, really remarkable level of success for Yale here over the last many years in the Ivy. So for Penn, they are definitely the underdogs in this championship game. How do the Quakers pull off an upset?
Well, they got to play huge, and they got to play through their star, TJ Power, a transfer by way of Duke, then Virginia. He's found his home here at Penn, and yesterday he was excellent, knocking down the 3. He rebounded in a big way, 12 rebounds to go along with the 16 points. I think TJ Power needs to go for 25 or 30 if they want to knock off this powerful Yale team.
Yeah, good news for Penn. Their young point guard, we showed you the game-winning shot he made. A.J. Levine got banged up in yesterday's game. We talked to Fran McCaffrey, the Penn head coach, said A.J.'s totally good to go, 100%, so ready for this championship matchup against Yale. For the Bulldogs, meanwhile, look, it's like the beat goes on for Yale. You mentioned the 2 kids from last year's team who are playing in the NBA, just as good of a season this year, and led by Nick Townsend, who has turned himself from maybe a role player early on into the Ivy League Player of the Year.
Yeah, guys just get better and better and better when they play at Yale. How about Nick Townsend as a 4-man, led the league in 3-point shooting percentage, but that's just a little sampling of what he does well. He's dominant down low in the post. He's a leader. He's the heartbeat of the team, and this is what he does best. Get everybody else involved when they double him, 4 assists a game.
I thought, Noah, this might have been the play of the game yesterday, just the incredible intensity and hustle. He leads by example. Nick Townsend going to go down as an all-time great in the history of Yale. This guy's got a chance to do the same. Just a sophomore, Isaac Seliskar set his career high with 27, was basically unstoppable in the semi against the Big Red of Cornell here yesterday. And Yale may well be looking for another big game from Isaac Seliskar here this afternoon, with a spot in the NCAA tournament on the line. Yeah, there's a little history between these 2 teams. This is the 245th meeting all time between Yale and Penn. Yale has dominated lately. Quakers maybe a little ahead of schedule in their rebuild under their new head coach, playing for a chance to go to the NCAA tournament here this afternoon on Selection Sunday in Ithaca. And here we go. It'll be the number 1 seed Yale with the ball first.
Yeah, some guys need to step up. Mullen was huge for Yale yesterday, 21 points, but sometimes it's going to be the counterpunch that decides the game in a championship situation.
Casey Simmons, who's more of a defensive specialist. He was a defensive player of the year in the Ivy League. I think Yale likes that matchup, though. Yeah,
Yale's going to be bigger at almost every position, and Casey Simmons is going to have one-on-one in the post.
Levine got cut off on his drive. Interesting that Townsend has the assignment on Power, at least at the start of this game. They left Power open after a little help, and Power airballed his first shot of the afternoon.
And I like that assignment. If you're Nick Townsend, you treat TJ Power like you're looking in the mirror. He's a stretch 4-man. You want to run him off the 3-point line. he had an incredible run, especially during conference play. He hit 41 threes in the 14 Ivy games.
I mean, Power's a guy who started his career as a big-time recruit at Duke, played a year at Virginia. It's taken him a while to kind of find his basketball home. He's found it in Philly with Penn.
We got to see if they're going to double him. There they go.
Double and a really good pass. Simmons just didn't quite handle it cleanly. Shot clock winding down. Seliskar, his first touch. Gets to that elbow area. Missed the jump shot. Power rebound.
They can get that shot off anytime. He's got a great, big, wide frame, and he can bump guys out of the way.
Michael Zanoni. Penn's going to need scoring from him. No Ethan Roberts, their second leading scorer. He didn't even travel with Penn to this tournament. What a block by Samson Alaton.
Alaton's got to be an intimidator down low for Yale today.
Mullen, open three, left side, no. Another defensive board for Power. He was excellent rebounding the ball in the semifinal.
And this is what they do. They let whoever gets the rebound bring it up and go right into offense. So at 6'9", playing like a point forward.
Levine went left against Mullen. That was good defense. Levine came up short on the little jump shot.
Yeah, nobody came to help. So A.J. Levine's got to recognize he can take another dribble and get all the way to the cup.
Simmons drives, air ball. Seliskar fights for the rebound. Townsend open three on the kick out is good.
There's a reason he's the Ivy League Player of the Year. Can't leave him wide open from the top of the key.
Power open, and again off the mark. Rebound tapped out of bounds, and it'll be Yale basketball. Well, Fran McCaffrey back at Penn, where he played, was an all-time great player for the Quakers. His first season as a head coach after a great long run at Iowa. He's taken 4 different programs to the NCAA tournament. If he wins today, he joins a very short list in the history of college basketball. Coaches to take 5 teams to the tournament.
And he really lets the players kind of lead the program. He'll let them play through mistakes. He's not quick on the trigger with a timeout. And he wants to see Levine attack under control.
He attacked. Seliskar helped and blocked the shot. And meanwhile, the dean of coaches right now in the Ivy League and one of the most successful coaches in the history of Ivy basketball, James Jones, 26th season, second most wins. Only Pete Carrillo more wins in the history of the Ivy League.
Yeah, the all-time winningest coach at Yale, and the consistency is remarkable. Every year, they're right at the top of the league.
Well, they left Power again to help out, and Power this time, for the first time in the game, made him pay. That's Penn's first basket.
Hey, lefty. He's got the tape on the chin. He took some friendly fire from Augie Gerhardt yesterday, and then he's got the leg heavily wrapped. He is banged up.
Townsend sets a screen for Seliskar. Seliskar attacks, no whistle. Man, tons of contact there.
He got killed. I mean, you got to blow the whistle. He got killed.
In this tournament, they have let the players play. Zanoni buries a 3 to tie the game.
He's another driller for them, 39% from 3. He hit 41 coming in.
That's a good sign for Penn. They need more of that. With no Ethan Roberts, who's a really good scorer. Recurrence of an injury for Roberts. Not playing in this tournament. Alaton down low. Got kind of shoved off his spot. Good defense by Augie Gerhardt.
And I want to see him take another dribble and get a little bit deeper. They're not going to double Alaton the way they're going to double Seliskar and Townsend.
Up top, 3, open look is good. Cam Thrower.
Cam Thrower, flamethrower. Bottoms. Penn is looking confident early.
Thrower, a guy who played well yesterday. Mullen, they're going to say foul. A reach in against Levine.
Hey, Penn came to play right here. Cam Thrower, pick and pop, top of the key, no problem. Penn wants to go back to the NCAA tournament.
And the Quakers on an 8-0 run. ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by TIAA, where you can lock in the win and get a guaranteed monthly retirement check for life. You're watching ESPN's Champ Week presented by Principal. This is the Ivy League tournament presented by TIAA. One of the remarkable things about Yale's success again this year, Bez Mbang just made his NBA debut the other night, played really well for the Utah Jazz. John Poulikitis, one of the great shooters and scorers in the history of the Ivy League. He's playing for the Mavs right now. You got Danny Wolf, who was in this program a couple years ago. He's playing at a high level in the NBA, and yet no drop-off. Yale's as good as they've ever been, 24-5.
How about James Jones identifying talent, going out and getting them, and then the player development. Some of those guys didn't even play that much early in their career at Yale. I mean, Poulikitis was not a starter from day one. He's in the NBA. It's incredible. And look at the talent across the league. Tosan Awoma, Chris Magnon, who played here at Cornell. Just incredible. But you got to give so much credit to Coach Jones and this Yale program. They never miss a beat. They don't have an off year.
Yale has the ball, 20 on the shot clock, out of the timeout. And Mullen trying to find somewhere to go with the ball. Gets it into Seliskar. A good start for Penn. Mullen's going to shoot another three. That one way off the mark. He was draining shots early in the semifinals yesterday. Gerhardt fouled by Townsend reaching around.
Now, I like that matchup inside with Gerhardt and Townsend. You got about 450 pounds of pure muscle battling. And they tried to shoot it in from the top of the key. I didn't think that was a foul. I thought that was good post D by Nick Townsend.
Augie Gerhardt, not as skilled as Townsend, but he might be one of the few guys in this league who's just about as strong. Air ball. More good Yale defense.
You're seeing Casey Simmons. I mean, the defensive player of the year in the league, 6'8", long and fast. That's a different look for Michael Zanoni on that contest.
Now you got Levine against Townsend. Double team, good pass. Seliskar scores.
There they are. They're in sync. They're like one of the Yale a cappella groups. They sound beautiful together.
What an Ivy League reference that is. There's Gerhardt. Strong move. Didn't finish. Got his own miss. Thrower three. No. And a tap ball rebound for Power. Took Penn a long time to get an offensive rebound yesterday against Harvard. Couple on this possession alone. Power, no.
And Yale's a great rebounding team. They've already given up a couple of those offensive rebounds. They got to block out. But Jordan Braithwaite into the game, number 3 right now. He might be the next star for Yale. He's excellent.
They have a lot of young talent to go with all the experience. Braithwaite hit big shots yesterday. Zanoni had a handful of Townsend's jersey. Townsend gets the ball anyway, scores with a foul.
You just can't let him get that deep. He did his work early with his legs. Look how deep he got it, right in the restricted area. One guy, two guy, nothing is enough to stop Nick Townsend. Right here, look, he sees the double team. He's like a quarterback in the pocket, dishes it off, little screen pass, no problem. And I love the way Isaac Seliskar and Nick Townsend play with each other.
Townsend, who struggled from the free throw line yesterday. Seliskar got the free throw miss and saved behind the back, saved by Power. What a play.
Hey, want to see some magic? How about the toss in behind the back?
That was a nifty play. Seliskar doesn't miss many of those. There's Power on the attack. Goes by Townsend, almost traveled. Jay Jones, the nephew of the Yale head coach, playing against his uncle. And trying to bully his way in, had it ripped away by Braithwaite.
That was a great steal, and Jay Jones played great yesterday.
He did. He was a key for Penn coming from behind late. Braithwaite drives with the left hand rejected. Good defense by Lucas Luth.
Yeah, he had the blow by, but Lucas Luth never gave up on it. Luth started his career at Kirkwood Community College in Iowa. He won a national championship at the JUCO level. Great block right there.
Mullen the inbounder again. Penn guards you hard. Mullen goes all the way and scoops it in.
So fast, and especially when he gets to that right hand. Looked like he sped up as he attacked the rim.
Mullen, who had the big shoes to fill. I mean, I think the biggest question for Yale coming into this year, that's Power too strong, was how do you replace Mbang and all of his all-around contributions? Mullen's had a great year.
Yeah, and Bez Mbang had several triple doubles. Was also the defensive player of the year.
×3.
Yeah.
3 years in a row for Bez Mbang.
You know, and Poulikitis, who's in the NBA, wasn't the player of the year. It's just an incredibly talented league.
Another pass from Townsend. Mullen's shot rattles out. So Yale cold from the outside at the start of this game.
But they're getting good ones, and that's what they do. They play so well off each other. 40% from three is second in the country. They are an elite offensive team.
Jones outside to Luth. That was a travel.
But Trevor Mullen continuing his great play this weekend. He had 21 last night, and he had to speed up because TJ Power was in heavy pursuit.
Riley Fox in off the bench. Alaton back in. Seliskar takes his first rest. Seliskar already has 5 rebounds in this game. Mullen drives, a whistle, and he'll be shooting free throws.
I talked to Nick Townsend about Trevor Mullen. He said he's got one of the best handles of anybody's ever been around, and you saw it on that play, knifing into the defense.
First free throw goes in. Coming up at 3:15, very precise time, 3:15 Eastern on ESPN. You get the championship in the American and the 1-2 seeds in that league. South Florida, Wichita State, also streaming on the app.
Kenyon Giles needs to be huge. And how about Paul Mills? What about the job he's done? He took Oral Roberts to the Sweet 16. That championship experience is huge.
Power, 3. That one off the front of the iron, but another Penn offensive rebound. That's been a factor in the early going. Power, nice move.
The second time using the offhand, great drop step. That's what we talk about. The scouting report's so good in the Ivy League. Sometimes you got to go to your counter move.
It's part of why these Ivy Madness games just tend to be so closely contested. There's only 8 teams in this league. Everybody knows everything about everybody else. A little nifty 2-point jumper for Trevor Mullen, more of a set shot than a jumper.
Yeah, he did a good job not to cut all the way in where the help was and just find a little pocket in the defense. But you're right about the familiarity, and not only that, the intelligence level, so they absorb the information. I mean, they execute at a high level.
He's just turned into battles with these teams that know each other so well. Zanoni, he did it again. Fox grabs the offensive rebound, and Fox scores. Knocked to the floor, but the ball goes in anyway.
They let the Fox in the hen house there. You got to block him out.
Power in transition. 3 is perfect. He's a skilled player.
He's incredible. 42% from downtown. A driller. He shot 44% during Ivy League play.
Mullen, what a crossover, went right by Levine. Beautiful. Going end to end here. Now you got Fox on Power. He wants a clear out. He wants to take Riley Fox. They're going to call a reach-in foul.
They got Trevor Mullen with the reach. But Yale starting to turn things on. Casey Simmons getting it going. Nick Townsend from downtown. Yale is a powerhouse, and they want to go to the big dance.
All right, back here, Ivy Championship game in Ithaca, New York. The Jones family, a huge presence. James, of course, greatest head coach in Yale history. His brother, Joe, who might be the best coach in the history of BU, Boston University basketball. And Joe's son, Jay, James's nephew, who's turning into a really good player as a young player for Penn.
Yeah, he wanted to forge his own path, go to his own school, went to Penn. And those two guys are legends at each one of their schools, all-time winningest coaches. There was a time when Joe Jones was the head coach of Columbia, where 2 out of the 8 Ivy coaches were in the Jones family.
How about the inbound play for Power, who's off to a great start? And Penn's hanging around against this really talented Yale team, down just 3 midway through the first half.
They've been able to get great separation and get some open threes.
Powers got 10 already. Braithwaite along the baseline. You mentioned his scoring prowess as a young player.
He's great, and right there, great recognition of where the help was coming from. He didn't drive in there too far.
Over the top.
Luth wants to post, Braithwaite down low.
Levine, no on the three. Alaton, defensive rebound. Fox gets it back from Townsend. Bounces it. Nifty little two-man game there. Townsend scores. More contact, no whistle.
A great play by Riley Fox. He may be the next star for Yale, and he's getting bigger and stronger as we speak. I mean, every time I see him play, it looks like he put on 3 or 4 pounds of muscle.
James Jones said every time he's out playing basketball, he's chewing.
Yeah, he's got the snacks going, the protein. He's on my program.
Mullen drives. Mullen got cut off, so find your safety valve. Get it to Townsend, and he'll go to the free throw line. Rugged inside.
Right here, two-man game. They respect Riley Fox so much. He comes off, dumps it down, and an excellent pump fake at the end by Nick Townsend.
I think that was a good no call on that one. I thought there was a little more contact than there was. They are letting them play, though. Townsend gets the first free throw to go. Well, we got you covered later today. 6 Eastern, Sports Center, as the brackets are revealed. Immediate reaction. Then the full bracketology show at 7. Go region by region. And then the women's selection special at 8 Eastern. All of that tonight on ESPN. Streaming on the app.
And the Princeton women able to take care of business yesterday. They'll be in that field.
You know, I've talked about how Yale's got a chance to go to the tournament and win games, not just go and be happy to be there. Princeton women feel the same way. I think they could make a little run. Yeah,
without a doubt. Ashley Chia, if you've never seen her play, is a spectacular passer, shooter. But I'm telling you, you do not want to see Yale on your bracket if you're a high major team. They've done it before. They're confident. And they really match up well with high majors because they have the size. They are not giving up size or athleticism to pretty much anybody.
I mean, you talked to James Jones about it too. He really leans into, we've been here before, man. We know the pressure of one and done, of tournament settings. Now a whistle and a foul, I think against Simmons. Zanoni was grabbing Simmons. It was like both were grabbing each other as they ran across the court. Jones finds Zanoni, open for 3, good!
A total communication breakdown by the Yale defense. They were chasing Michael Zanoni, and then somehow he was wide open on the wing for 3.
That doesn't happen very often on the Yale side. No Townsend, no Mullen out there for the Bulldogs. Seliskar back in.
Hard to double team him there in the middle of the court.
Yeah, that was good defense by Luth. Fox leaned in, didn't get the call, missed the shot.
And Fox has been a little antsy to score when he gets into the game.
Power!
Iceman, TJ Power.
Oh, George Gervin style. Finger roll. Arlington tried to thread the needle down low, and the pass got knocked out of bounds.
Right here, look how wide open Michael Zanoni is. He's a great shooter, you can't leave him. And then right here, the step through, scoop. Incredible.
Ivy League championship game, and the big favorites, the power team in this league right now, the Yale Bulldogs. Part of the reason, Noah, why they've been so good is the balance they have on the offensive end.
Yeah, without a doubt. And here today, they have 8 assists on their 10 made field goals. The synergy and the chemistry is apparent. And everybody, even Riley Fox off the bench. And then Braithwaite with a great one-on-one move on the baseline. But that's what they do to you. There's just not a weak link in the chain. Everybody can do it one-on-one, but they're better together.
The officials hoping to get another look at the overhead sort of backboard camera, and I don't know if we have that camera. Yale has challenged the out-of-bounds call, and so we're trying to help the officials out here and see if we've got a look from that backboard camera. So they'll come over to our station and use.
There it is.
Use our monitor. We got the shot for them.
They're running it back right now. Now remember, this is a new rule in college basketball. Coaches can challenge a call. If they are incorrect, they lose the timeout. And we are showing you exactly what the officials are seeing.
Now, I don't want to talk too loud because I don't want to influence the call, but it looks to me like Dalton Scantlebury touched the ball last for Penn, which would reverse the call and give the basketball to Yale.
I'm with you. I think
we don't want to have an influence on the outcome of the game, but we do want to help and provide all the looks that we can.
All right, so Yale's challenge is successful. They'll have one more challenge for the game.
Fran McCaffrey was cranky for a minute and then says, all right, fine.
I want to get it right.
So Yale ball with 7:41 to go. Penn's on a little push here after Yale had extended the lead out. Penn making everything tough. Those inbounds passes even aren't easy.
Yeah, their D's been good. They are connected.
Fox drives, couldn't finish though. Fox saves it. He's going to drive again. Stopped this time and had a shot blocked by Luth.
He didn't need to stop. He needed to just explode up to the rim. Coach Jones let me know that he thinks Riley Fox could lead the country in scoring one day. You see, he's a voracious scorer. He gets where he wants on the court, but right there, he didn't need it. Right here, one more dribble, jump up there and dunk it. Nope, he stops and goes back into the help.
And part of that will probably come with a little more experience of being one of the primary scorers. He's much more of a role player with the upperclassmen on this Yale team. Power found an opening again, hits the three. He's having a huge first half.
It was a great drift screen along the baseline, and sideline rather, and TJ Power did a great job hiding behind the screen.
Yale's given him too many open looks. Power's got 15 points. Simmons elevates and hits the bucket.
Now he could be an X factor for Yale. So much attention on everybody else. He's going to have one-on-one in the post and on drives.
Power again using screens, moving without the ball, hitting a tough baseline jumper.
Oh man.
Wow.
He's feeling it. He's a big time scorer. He put up 38 a couple of weeks ago.
Arlington getting a long run here in the first half. A guy who's just not a scorer at all for Yale. Seliskar backing his way in. Double team help came. Well, there's Arlington trying to prove me wrong. No good on the jump shot.
A good rebounding by Penn. They had 4 guys in there to block out the 2 Yale guys going for the rebound.
Penn hasn't led since the early minutes of this first half. Have a chance to take the lead here. Seliskar and Powers taking it to Seliskar. A hard screen. And then Power tried to find his teammate. That's a steal. Simmons attacks. Simmons foul.
Man, he can really move. He's incredibly fast, but he's so smooth. It's like he glides up the court. And I did the Noah Savage measurement test where I stood next to him. I said, you got to be listed at 6'8". He's big, fast, and a great spin move on the break.
He has legitimate size. He's got track speed. He's not a great skill player in terms of his shooting prowess, but he has got big-time athletic tools. Misses the free throw.
Well, he still gives you 9 points a game. You know, and that's not his best thing. Is he's an absolute human eraser. I mean, he takes guys and erases their stat line in terms of his defense, but he is a very capable offensive player, and his shooting from the outside has also gotten a lot better.
Missed the first, misses the second. So misses both free throws. He was the defensive player of the year, and I don't think there was a whole lot of hemming and hawing about that.
He was going to hold guys beneath their average, 9 times out of 10 times.
Levine along the baseline.
Well, I like that for him. The probing.
Wide open, Luke dunks it down.
Hey, little style for Lucas Luth. Up top, the tomahawk.
Penn's got the lead. Yale's offense without Mullen on the floor has been bogged down. Saliskar perfect on the three.
He's just playing with so much confidence right now. 27 last night.
Much slower start for him today, but now he's got 5 after that three-point bucket. Zanoni tried to hit Gerhardt. Turnover.
Look at Levine doing his best Steve Nash impression underneath the hoop. Probing, and then finds off the screen. Great dump down by Michael Zanoni. And Lucas Luth with the tomahawk.
So Mullen back in the game. Yale has the ball up by 2. Mullen
carried it.
Yeah, that's a turnover. Pinned the ball against his thigh.
I love that battle. A.J. Levine against Trevor Mullen. Mullen so crafty with his handle. That time just got it caught. But if you're A.J. Levine, do that again. Probe. You got to get in there. But don't get in there with your mind made up. Just probe the defense and see who's open.
Power, one dribble. Fouled on the 3 by Simmons. Yale just can't stop this guy right now.
And he has found his home with Fran McCaffrey after a stop at Duke and then Virginia. And he let us know that he's refound his joy and love of the game. I mean, he's having so much fun playing, and he's got the full support of his head coach. That's made a big difference in his game.
What a half he's having, TJ Power. I mean, he looks like the high school All-American who committed to Duke out of high school. Power's got 18 of Penn's 29 points. With still 4:21 to go in the first half.
And that's what he's got to do. He's got to be in the 25-plus range to knock off this mighty Yale team. But every shot when he was at Duke and Virginia became a huge deal. It could make or break whether he's in and out of the rotation. Coach McCaffrey wants him to let it fly. He has really blossomed into a big-time star.
And a great sign for Penn that he makes his free throws. He has struggled, strangely struggled at the free throw line. He made them all 3 of them.
And he's got the Nick Anderson, great three-point shooter and not great from the free throw line, 61%.
He's got 20 with 4 minutes to go in the first half against one of the best teams in the country, one of the most experienced teams. Saliskar. And he turns it over. 4 on 2. Power 3. Good! Wow! Just a monster half for TJ Power. And a timeout, Yale.
In the biggest game of his life, he is playing huge. The defense led to the offense. Penn's D has been connected, communicating A.J. Levine, the thief, out on the break, head on a swivel. He finds, guess who? TJ Power on another planet right now, shooting the rock.
ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Principal. Let our expertise round out yours. Well, so much going on around college basketball on Selection Sunday, including here in the Ivy League. We are seeing an all-time performance in this first half from TJ Power. Penn, really good year, really good team, but underdogs in this championship game. They lead by 4, and Power has 23 with under 4 minutes to go in the first half.
And you wonder if Coach Jones is just going to put Simmons on him and say, don't leave him.
Braithwaite, he lost it, got it back. Yale
could have been a travel. Catch your own pass.
I agree. How is that not a pass to yourself? Simmons down low, Seliskar missed it. Goes up, and that one goes down.
He's been a little hesitant around the rim. Yesterday, there was no hesitation. He dropped 27.
Just not used to seeing that from Yale. Usually just in attack mode. Levine down low.
Well, that's a good decision. That's what McCaffrey told us. It's okay to just do that sometimes. Nice drive.
Yeah, went all the way and laid it in.
Yeah, he was trying to hit a home run every time he got the ball early in the season. That time, great patience.
And Simmons was matched up with power on that possession. Seliskar posting up. They call a foul against Zanoni.
And Zanoni can't believe it. And that's what makes Isaac Seliskar so tough. But first, how about Power? Playing like a star in the biggest moment, the offhand, showcasing the versatility, drop step, no problem. And this is what he does best, knocking down threes from all over Ithaca. He has been spectacular.
Simmons, what a move.
Right here, watch Simmons. Watch Simmons chasing TJ Power.
Hard screen, man. Gerhardt just popped him. So now Townsend is on Power. Challenge the three, short, but nobody there. Power grabs his own miss. Simmons switches back onto him.
And they need more help as well. He can chase, but the guy guarding the screener needs to step up and provide a little bit of help.
Luth for three, and a foul against Penn. Mullen got knocked to the ground.
Power can't believe it. He's like, hey man, I'm 6'9". I don't worry about these little guys, come on.
That is the 17th foul against Penn. And the thing about Power too, he's not coming out of the game. He's going to play every minute. I say that and he goes out of the game. But he's going to play almost every minute. He's already got 8 rebounds in the first. He's got 23 points and 8 rebounds. And we're 2 minutes from halftime.
Right, and just to show you the depth of the league, that guy, a transfer from Duke in Virginia, wasn't the player of the year. He's a first teamer. But he's got the capability, obviously, next year to be player of the year. And he is playing the biggest and the best when the lights are brightest.
Yeah, this is the biggest game he's ever played in, really, at least as a star level player. And he has showed up big time. Both free throws good from Mullen. We're tied at 36. Levine trying to get downhill again. Polanowski in for Power. That's Thrower. His three. He's made a couple of those.
Yale just not close enough on the closeout of Cam Thrower.
And the defense for Yale, Penn's got 39 here. Mullen with the left hand, no. Levine knows they have an advantage. It's 5-on-4. Extra pass, right side three, in and out. Seliskar almost had it stolen away. Seliskar just is a little out of sorts here after dominating yesterday. Townsend, triple team.
Nice.
Passes out of it. Mullen three, way short. Gets his own miss, and then rush the layup.
It seems like Trevor Mullen is anticipating a whistle or the contact rather than driving to score.
Levine tries to get by him with the left hand.
A strong, athletic, great finish.
Simmons is going to try the three. That one's good. And now Penn can hold for the final shot with 20 seconds until halftime. And Fran McCaffrey's going to use a timeout, set something up for Penn.
Yeah, we'll see if TJ Power comes back in the game here.
So a quick break for us, just a 30-second timeout. Final seconds of the first half right after this. Well, second foul on Penn star TJ Power. He goes to the bench, and a couple other guys have stepped up.
Yeah, and right there, you got to just be all over Cam Thrower. You can't let him get it off. Second three, and then a relentless and strong drive by A.J. Levine. Pretty good battle between A.J. Levine and Trevor Mullen.
Yeah, and the younger player, Levine, has arguably gotten the better of that matchup in this first half. So it feels at times like it's been only Power. Interesting, Fran McCaffrey just not willing to risk it with his star with 2 fouls. You would think Power might be in here for a final offensive possession, but he stays on the bench.
Yeah, you don't want him to just get a charge or a cheap one.
It's already been a hugely positive half for Penn. Underdogs coming in. They lead by 2 with the ball. Levine matched up against Simmons. Enters it. Gerhardt had it poked out of bounds. Clock reads 3.5 seconds. Yale's only committed 14 fouls. And now Power is going to get in the game. So with 3.5, Fran feels like, okay, now you can't get that third foul.
You tell him, don't drive. Yeah. Just shoot it.
Simmons glued to him. Power gets the catch. Power rises up and short. That's about the only thing that went wrong for TJ Power in the first half. What a performance by him, my goodness.
Yeah, he was spectacular, knocking down shots in a major way. 23 points, 8 rebounds. Incredible, and they're going to need even more of that to take down a 24-win Yale team.
Oh, a really spirited first half in the Ivy League. Number 1 versus number 3, 41-39 Penn leads. Time for our Sargento Natural American Cheese halftime report. You're watching ESPN's Champ Week presented by Principal. This is the Ivy League tournament presented by TIAA and Championship Sunday in the Ivy League. What a game, what a first half. Penn, the 3 seed, trying to pull off what would be a big upset. They lead Yale 41-39. Dave Fleming, Noah Savage back with you here on the campus of Cornell University in Ithaca, where we just saw TJ Power put on an all-time show in the first half.
Yeah, without a doubt, 23 points, 4 threes in the first half, but he only went 4 for 10. He could have easily had 30 at the half. He's the reason Penn's up in this game, and they're going to need more of that. We cannot understate how talented and how deep this Yale team is.
Yeah, Yale's dominated the league. They're looking for their 3rd straight Ivy tournament championship, 3rd straight berth in the NCAA tournament. 24-5 regular season for Yale, and yet they are playing from behind because of TJ Power. 23, as Noah just said, with the 8 rebounds, does have 2 fouls, fast break points. Penn's been more aggressive in terms of pushing tempo. Nick Townsend played really well, the Ivy Player of the Year, but it was not the story in the first half. Yale, 4 of the last 5 tournament championships. Penn hasn't won since 2018. Last time they went to the NCAA tournament, first-year head coach Fran McCaffrey, he and his team are 20 minutes away.
And they got to continue to locate TJ Power. He's done a great job moving without the basketball and getting his threes in multiple ways.
That's going to be a big part of the story of this second half. How does Yale try to slow him down? Levine against Mullen. Finds Power curling around. Power got tripped and hit the floor hard.
Yeah, so at 6'9", you're watching TJ Power move like a guard off these screens. Great curl play right there. And he was about to throw this ball with his left hand out for a jump shot, and he got tripped up.
He's just playing so hard. Townsend knocks the ball out of bounds. Townsend looking over to his bench saying, I don't know. But Yale not going to challenge that one.
Yeah, Townsend, 9 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, but it just got overshadowed by TJ Power. I think Yale's playing great offensively, but they got to slow down Penn.
Thrower hit a couple big threes. Seliskar now matched up against Power. Levine drives. Levine, no. Rebound tapped out, but Yale has it.
Another physical drive by Levine, and Trevor Mullen's lobbying, saying, hey, he's moving me out of the way. He's discarding me with the off arm.
Mullen might have a cut lip. He got sort of punched in the face, I think, by Levine on that drive. Townsend picked up his dribble. That was a dangerous pass, and now a reach-in foul.
AJ can't believe it. Lobbying, politicking.
AJ, he's not quiet out on the court.
No, he plays a lot of passion, and it's about funneling the passion towards positivity.
Zanoni went for the steal, almost got it. Yale loose with the ball here in the first minute of this second half. Bulldogs just not totally looking like their normal selves. Mullen, 3, good! And you got to give Penn a lot of credit. They are playing them very tough and physical. But that 3-point bucket puts Yale back ahead.
It was great awareness that A.J. Levine was going to fly at him. Just looked at the rim and hit the sidestep 3.
Hard screen, Gerhardt, who catches the pass. Alaton got switched back on him.
Go score. So I think he's got to attack there. There's no double team coming. He's got to have something in his bag.
Power, tough contested shot, no.
Likes that step back going left. And he's got the really high release point. He can get that off whenever he wants.
Townsend looking to enter it down low. Instead, it's Seliskar who's going to drive. Seliskar fouled. And he got sort of hip checked, I think. So he'll go to the free throw line.
He's really good on the second dribble, going into a jump stop where he almost puts the ball on his hip, and he covers a lot around. Right there, A.J. Levine double teams. He flies back out at Trevor Mullen. And we saw him hit an identical sidestep 3 yesterday.
Mullen had been 0 for 4 from three-point range in the first half. That's his first made three. Celiscar hits the first free throw. Isaac Celiscar, maybe the moment of the year in the Ivy League regular season was at Harvard. Yale, Harvard, the top two teams in the regular season. Celiscar late on the road made 2 free throws to win the game.
After his pinky was dislocated, put back in place, and he stepped to the line.
Popped it back in, made the free throws.
He said, cut it off. I'm trying to win the game.
Power drives. Power with the left hand. Alaton affected that shot. Now Simmons. Celiscar not going to take the 3 in transition. And that's a pushing foul on Gerhardt.
Right here, Power driving. A lot of help. Casey Simmons comes over late and dissuades that shot.
Already 3 fouls here in the first 2.5 minutes against Penn. Celiscar 3, no. Power gets another rebound.
He got fouled. Alaton fouled him.
Yeah, Alaton sort of punched him in the face, no whistle. Drive and kick, thrower 3, good!
He's jersey popping at the Penn faithful, but that's exactly what you need out of A.J. Levine. Deep penetration, head up, kick it out to a great shooter.
Townsend, he'll shoot the 3, that one's short. Rebound Quakers. And Levine always looking to push, get something early. Power goes behind the back, jump shot, no. Townsend able to stop him. So Yale doing a little better job on TJ Power in these early minutes of the second half. Mullen splits the defense, lays it in.
A little showtime right there. Great split, great finish. And I think Yale's just being a little bit more physical on TJ Power early in the possession.
Levine 3, that one goes down. Penn back in front.
In the first half, we saw him sneak behind a handoff and miss it. That time he held the follow through and made sure he knocked it down.
You watch this game and you realize the Ivy's going to be a 1-bid league. Even if Yale loses, they're not going to be in at large. Levine out in transition. Thrower back to Power. Penn didn't take the layup.
A pretty good transition D, but I want to see A.J. Levine go up there and try to finish that.
Now, these are good teams. It may be a 1-bid league, but these teams can play. Mullen is going to drive, and he got fouled on the floor. Levine unhappy again.
It's a foul, though, right? And what Trevor Mullen did well was he saw that he had the advantage and drew the foul. So right here, how about this great play by A.J. Levine? Deep drive, kicks it out, Cam thrower. Oh, yeah, and then Mullen splitting, showcasing. Great guard battle here in the Ivy League Championship.
ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Principal. Let our expertise round out yours. Only 5 games in college hoops today, all tournament championship games on Selection Sunday. And then we'll find out who's going to the NCAA tournament later this afternoon. Yale hoping to be there for a 3rd straight year, the #1 seed, the power in this league, the Ivy League Player of the Year, Nick Townsend. Penn's making it tough on him.
Yeah, he commands so much attention because he's so excellent at all levels. Right there you see A.J. Levine digging in, and that gives up the open 3 to Trevor Mullen. And then right here on the drive, look how much help comes inside. That time he turned it over. Despite that, Nick Townsend still having a big game. 9 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists.
And you know they're going to lean on him in these final 15:33. Yale ball under the basket. Braithwaite in off the bench.
But if I'm playing with Nick Townsend, I want him to get a touch every time because he can get me a shot. Like he's the guy you got to play through. There it is.
It over the top. That's exactly what he did. Then Braithwaite drives, kind of flung up a wild reverse, out of bounds.
And Yale is uncharacteristically driving, looking for calls. Usually they just go right to the hoop and finish strong. And right here he's expecting contact that never comes. Like right here he's got to just go up.
That's good defense by Penn to defend without fouling, but I think you're right. Now whistle away from the ball, and that's going to be a hold against the Bulldogs. And their Ivy Defensive Player of the Year, Casey Simmons.
He reminds me a lot of a guy I played with named Kareem Maddox, who was Defensive Player of the Year, because he's so long and he's relentless chasing off the screens. So even if he's late, he can get to you with the length.
And trying to get the ball into Power, they do. Goes backdoor to Thrower, score with a foul.
Great cut by Cam Thrower. And the Yale defense was just a step slow. TJ Power looks up, finds Cam Thrower. Easy money inside and one.
Cam Thrower is playing his part in this game. He's got 11, only 6 shot attempts. Very efficient. And he converts the three-point play. Penn has a 4-point lead with 15 minutes to go.
And they're missing one of the best scorers in the league, and Ethan Roberts injured and did not even make the trip up there at the cup.
A trap. Yale gets through it. Seliskar right side. Three is good.
Huge. And he's not going to shoot a ton of threes, but he's definitely a capable three-point shooter.
Yale got outscored big time on the 3 ball in the first half. Zanoni catches against Simmons, going to drive and had his shot blocked. Good play by Gerhardt, though, to get it back and put it in.
Coach McCaffrey said he's got to play with a lot of energy. That was a huge play to get it and get it right up on the rim quickly.
One of those 50-50 balls, and he won. Townsend against Gerhardt. Double team comes. Townsend finds Seliskar. Wide open, hits the shot.
And it's the second cut to a spot by Yale. They've done a great job of cutting to that mid-range jump shot.
And that's the point you're making about play through him. He's going to find his teammates. He's just a great big man passer. Jones. Back to Thrower. Long 3. Not that time. And Mullen will track down the loose ball.
It was a good shot, and Cam Thrower's really competing. I mean, he really wanted that. He knows how big the moment is.
He's a confident shooter right now. Looks good coming out of his hand. Simmons. Double team help. Seliskar is going to drive and kick. Braithwaite steps into a 2. No. Seliskar offensive rebound. Mullen 3. Good.
Got to block out and hold teams to one and done. That time they gave up the offensive rebound. It leads to the easy 3.
Power got fouled by Seliskar. Yale's doing a much better job on Power.
Right off the pump fake. Look at the deep position Seliskar gets. And then that's what you got to do when you get an offensive rebound. Head on a swivel. Find somebody open behind the arc.
And just to finish the point about Power, no, has not scored in the second half. Had 23 in the first half. He'll be the screener here. Jones drives. Jones, yes. Tough move.
Wow, relentless.
Mullen, no. And then Power snatches a great defensive rebound away from Simmons.
Yeah, 12 rebounds yesterday.
Gerhardt fumbled the catch, got it, scores.
I love his energy inside, able to get it up there on the rim. Back and forth we go. Neither team is going to quit.
Mullen dribbled it out of bounds. Looked up. He had an opening to lay it in. Instead, turned it over.
Right there, Gerhardt getting deep position. Hands everywhere. He finally picks it up and puts it in. I like him. I mean, if you can't get open with an Augustus Gerhardt screen, I can't help you. The guy is a great screener, great physical, big guy for the Penn Quakers.
He and Townsend are just battling. Power sets the hard screen. Pops out and Townsend right on him. Power trying to drive. Step through, spin back, got it. Big time.
That was great D by Nick Townsend. but even better offense. Fadeaway over the right shoulder.
He's got 10 rebounds, his first basket of the second half, having one of the great championship games in Ivy tournament history. Seliskar to a cutting Simmons with the left hand. Beautiful offense.
And Seliskar also an excellent passer. And I love Seliskar going back at TJ Power. Make him work on the defensive end.
Penn has come to play today. Thrower drives, and Braithwaite got in there, tied him up.
Good D by
ball back for
Braithwaite.
Yale.
Good anticipation there. Tied him up. A good battle here between two first-teamers. TJ Power, pump, spin, fadeaway, cashing out. And then on the other end, Isaac Seliskar. Don't double team him. He's too good of a passer. Casey Simmons. We got a great one.
March Madness begins March 18th on ABC, ESPN, and streaming on the ESPN app.
Well, later today, we got you totally covered. Selection Sunday, Sports Center, 6 Eastern, as the brackets are revealed. Reaction live, then the full look. Bracketology starts at 7 Eastern. And then the NCAA Women's Selection Special at 8 Eastern time. All of that is tonight on ESPN, streaming on the app. And if you talk to Joe Lunardi, this is the busiest time of the year for Joe. Last 4 in, first 4 out. All those teams be on the edge of their seats when the brackets are revealed.
And Miami of Ohio needs to be in. I mean, perfect regular season. Now, they lost in the first round of their tournament in the MAC. Akron won the MAC. They will be a scary, scary matchup. I love Akron. Tavari Johnson, a throwback 4-year player for them. They've got experience and depth.
A little pressure out of the timeout from Penn. Maybe just try to interrupt some rhythm without Trevor Mullen on the floor right now. Arlington in. Backup point guard for Yale. Townsend working his way in against Power. Nick Townsend, little up fake, and he got the basket.
That's his bread and butter, and we haven't seen that much of him just posting up. But I think you got to just go right back at Power. Make him work on the defensive end.
Now Power on offense, where he's been a star today. Seliskar bumped him.
And they're just giving a lot of room to operate. So they're giving TJ Power the ball at the top of the key. That way he can see where the help is going from. And he's pretty much just taking them. You know, he's going one-on-one from the top of the key. And if they double, he's able to dish it off.
So Seliskar, he's got 3 fouls. He's going to come out of the game, 14 points. Alaton, who was getting some work with the trainer on the bench with his back, leg, hip, whatever was going on over there. Alaton back in. Almost midway through the second half, and a tie game in the Ivy Championship.
I think they cleared out the entire side for TJ Power. He didn't go.
Shot clock winding down. Jones drives. Jones throws one up. No good. Gerhardt got rid of it. Tip ball, and finally Yale comes down with the ball.
Yeah, pretty good play again by Augie Gerhardt to know the situation.
He's played really well.
Hey, excellent minutes, great energy.
Braithwaite spins. Good defense by Penn. Arlington open 3. Good!
It was a great play by Jordan Braithwaite to not force it. Saw the skip pass to Devin Arlington.
All right, Arlington, you're not expecting much offense from him. Jones, runner with the shot blocker there. Jones got his own miss. Jones stripped away.
And there's Arlington again, so the great three-point shot and then the steal. We're giving Trevor Mullen an extended break here.
Yale's tightened up its rotation in this championship game, as you would expect. Townsend down low. See if help comes. Power managed to poke it away. Shot clock winding down. Townsend lowers that shoulder. Missed the shot, though. Got a good look.
He got exactly what he wanted. The jump hook over the left shoulder.
Power, three. Not this time. Good box out by Alaton.
A good battle back and forth. Nick Townsend doing it his way down low, and then TJ Power got a great look.
You can almost feel how much these players are working out on the court. Alaton to Simmons, who slipped through with the left hand.
And he's a guy I thought could be an X factor. He's played great. Excellent finish with the left.
A 9-0 run for Yale. I mean, you were right about Simmons. It's not just defense.
He's had a couple games late for Yale where he's been the difference.
Thrower, double team help came. That means Power's on Braithwaite. And Fran McCaffrey uses a timeout. He didn't like what was going on that possession.
2 times in a row, they weren't executing the play he wanted from the sideline, and he is heated.
So Yale on a run. They've got a 5-point lead. Penn with 9 on the shot clock.
And that's what Yale does best. Sharing the basketball. Jordan Braithwaite refuses the screen. Draws a ton of help. Kicks it out. Devin Arlington knocks it down right in front of his bench. And then Casey Simmons, long, athletic, all the way to the hoop.
Five-point lead for Yale and Noah Savage. The Bulldogs have done a much better job against TJ Power in the second half.
Yeah, and some of that is just paying a little bit closer attention. They're bumping him and banging him before he runs off the screens. But there's a lot of time left, and they cannot sleep on him. He's been so explosive here this afternoon. And on the offensive end, Yale at their best when they play together. 19 assists on 24 made field goals.
Lob over the top and a foul. Wow. Bailout whistle there because Penn did not have, I think, what they wanted there. Levine back in the game almost turned it over. Instead, a whistle. So the Quakers will have it under 8 minutes to go with a championship on the line. Yale leads by 5. Well, you never know who's going to be the hero. Champ Week, Championship Sunday. And here in Ithaca, in the first half, it was all TJ Power. Number 12 for Penn just had an all-time half in this tournament. Yale's done a much better job against him in the second half, and the Bulldogs with under 8 to go lead by 5.
And I think if you're TJ Power now, just be a screener. Go set some great screens, and that can help you get open. And if it doesn't help you get open, you're going to help other guys get open. But a lot of times when someone's chasing you off, you go set a great screen, you get yourself a three-pointer.
He's working so hard, has played almost every minute of this game. Gets the ball here. Trying to find an opening. Townsend just hounding him. Power, jump stop. Luth drives. Luth swatted by Alaton to Power for 3. Good!
All he needs is a little daylight. Yale was flying at him. He threw a great head fake.
Big time shot with the scramble drill there. Only his second bucket of the half. Braithwaite just got 2 hands shoved to the ground from Scantlebury, who...
Check out Samson Alaton with a big time block, but somebody's got to come up with it. Instead, it's TJ Power, another 3.
Just a great performance by him. Arlington still in the game, almost turned it over. Trevor Mullen, this is a long break for Yale's starting point guard. Shot clock winding down. Townsend against Luth. Little spin move, too strong off the glass.
And I think he thought he got hit. We saw him hit that move perfectly yesterday.
Levine, he stepped out of bounds.
And I like that probing for him along the baseline, but you got to be careful. Every possession is so important. You cannot afford to turn it over. Watch his foot right here as he goes around.
Just barely.
I don't know. I don't know. Oh, there it is, second foot.
Yeah, second step. It's interesting, Yale's keeping Trevor Mullen on the bench still.
Well, Coach Jones sees something he likes out of these matchups. Playing Braithwaite and Devin Arlington together.
Again, late shot clock for Yale. Townsend under the bucket, kicks it. Arlington three, not this time. Townsend had position, offensive rebound for him. Under the bucket, had his shot blocked out of bounds.
Now right there, he kind of had to shoot it because he's about to get a 3-second call. He's looking for somebody, but Arlington and Simmons are all over each other. They got to spread out.
Braithwaite catches on the inbound. Seliskar also has been on the bench for a long while. Braithwaite, well, they left him wide open, and he missed the shot anyway. Alaton, Simmons grabs the offensive board.
And you just see the leaping ability, about 8 bodies going up. Hands way above the rim.
Arlington back to Braithwaite, three, no. Follows his own miss.
This possession has become interminable for Penn. Someone's got to grab the ball.
That's 3 offensive rebounds for Yale. A lot of open shots, and they're not hitting them. Now Townsend against Power. 5 to shoot. Townsend in traffic. Townsend gets the bucket.
He just willed himself into the paint and would not be denied. That's years in the weight room.
Levine, did he step out again? Apparently not, just barely walked the tightrope. Now Power rejected by Alaton. And what are they calling? A goaltend.
I think he got it up on the glass before Samson Alaton pummeled it.
Yale's looking at the video to try to decide whether they want to challenge that call. I don't know.
I think it's clean.
I thought he got it before it hit the backboard.
Yeah, on the second angle, you're right. I think he maybe pinned it onto the.
And now Yale is going to challenge. I mean, it's close. We only had the one look at it.
And that's about the 3rd time we've seen TJ Power use that left hand so well. He was a big-time pitcher in high school. He was a lefty. He's kind of ambidextrous.
And a great baseball player, great hoops prospect, and having an incredible championship game. Yale, with that goaltend call, leads by 2. All right, let's see again. Wow, that back heel almost was out of bounds there from Levine.
He's playing with fire along the baseline. So they did confirm a goaltend.
Yeah. So Yale loses its challenge. You lose a timeout as well. That's a big sequence for Penn. Lead is just 2. And all the while, Trevor Mullen, Isaac Seliskar sit over on that Yale bench. Okay, got a little piece of the backboard before Alaton touched it. I think that look showed they got the call right.
So that's a new rule in college basketball. They lose the timeout. That's okay. They got 3 left. Oh. It's an adventure.
Townsend, what a quick move. Beautiful.
And he read the help beautifully. It didn't come. He knew that there was no help baseline. That's where he went.
Levine had it poked away. Now Thrower attacks. Thrower draws the foul. He'll shoot free throws. He continues to play well.
TJ Powers is commanding so much respect and so much attention from Yale. that when Cam Thrower comes off that screen, both the Yale guys are worried about TJ Power. But before that, how about this? I mean, you gotta throw it in a little bit cleaner than that, but a great spin to the baseline, reverse layup by the Ivy League Player of the Year, and then Cam Thrower has been spectacular here this afternoon, and he almost made that.
Really, really played well. Makes the first free throw. 3:15 ESPN. We got the American Championship, top 2 seeds, South Florida, Wichita State. Automatic bid on the line. 3:15 Eastern on this Selection Championship Sunday. One more free throw for Thrower. 4:45 to go. Penn down 3. And now down 2. He's been money at the free throw line. Mullen back in. Seliskar back in. Long rest for both those two. Townsend, meanwhile, he has not come out in the second half.
And right now, every possession is so important. The championship on the line, and they're going zone.
Penn changes up the defensive look here. Braithwaite didn't shoot it. He struggled shooting the ball in this championship game. He's going to shoot this one. Way too strong. He's just been off the mark. He's a good shooter.
And I like Fran McCaffrey just throwing in some different wrinkles over the last couple possessions.
Maybe make it a little harder for Townsend to go one-on-one down low. Penn could tie or take the lead. Power, under 4 to go. Townsend pokes it away. Simmons now is going to step through and lay it in.
Hey, how smooth was that? Out on the break, Casey Simmons.
Levine drives. What a tough, wild shot. No good.
And you don't need it. You can just pick it up, kick it out, and reset.
Townsend is just, he is leaving it all out on the court. Not that we would expect any difference, but he is breathing hard.
He's a competitor. He's a leader. Probably the smartest guy on the team, and it has an impact on all his teammates.
He wants the ball against Gerhardt. Spin move. Townsend, another lay-in. He's taken over.
Again, no double team. He recognizes, and he's got the whole bag on display down low.
Yale's had a lot of great players. Nick Townsend, one of the greats in the history of this program. Power got fouled by Seliskar. Hand check foul. That's his 4th.
Nick Townsend doing it on the defensive end. Very physical. Knocks it away. Casey Simmons, spectacular finish on the break. And then down low, a series of spin moves in the second half. Powerful, the Ivy League Player of the Year.
Every March, millions of people experience bracket brain. Thankfully, there's ESPN Tournament Challenge. So download the ESPN Tournament Challenge app and get you and your brain in the game.
ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by TIAA, where you can lock in the win and get a guaranteed monthly retirement check for life. Some of the teams in recent history that have gone on from Ivy Madness into the NCAA tournament, and so many of those teams have found a way to win a game or two in that NCAA tournament. Yale feels like they have the ability to get to that second weekend.
Yeah, and remember, Princeton did it. They went to the Sweet 16. The next year, Yale knocked off Auburn, and John Poulikitis was a star in that game, 28 points. They knocked off Baylor as well, talking about Yale in 2016. So they are incredibly confident, and I'm telling you, you do not want to see Yale on your bracket if you're one of those higher seeded teams.
And if Penn finds a way to win, you might not want to see them with this guy having a huge game, and he makes the front end of the 1-and-1. Power's got 31. He's got 12 rebounds. The first 30-point game in an Ivy League tournament game since 2019.
Bryce Aiken, who is an absolute stud for Harvard. He was like the Ivy League version of Kyrie Irving.
He has the all-time single game tournament record with 38. Aiken, Power Now has 32. Under 3 minutes to play. Yale ball up by 4. Townsend, they've been playing through him here these last many minutes. Townsend, spin move, short-armed it, rebound, loose ball, out of bounds off of Yale. And the Bulldogs can't challenge, so it's Penn basketball.
He hasn't been as good on that block. For whatever reason, when he's gone to the bank shot or that time the flipper, on the other block, he's been unstoppable.
And they haven't stopped him much either way, but he had it. Mullen was open. That time, a rare time, he didn't give it up. Power uses the screen. He's got Mullen on him. He likes that matchup. Spins baseline. Power under the basket, scores. He's got 34.
Now, I'm glad he didn't pick it up and settle for the 17-footer. Instead, he got himself a layup.
What a game. Under 2 minutes to go. Townsend gives it back to Simmons. Simmons blocked. Here comes Penn.
So I like him to go right here. He's got the 4-man on him.
Zanoni comes up and gets it. Power against Simmons. Power gets it back. Spins middle, elevates, no. Rebound, Seliskar snatches it, big time.
A huge athletic rebound and pretty good D that time by Yale. They force him into the mid-range.
Townsend on the perimeter. Good defense there. Mullen drives. Townsend knows he's got to get a shot off. Does. And no! Levine grabs the rebound. Penn can tie or take the lead with under a minute to go. And Fran McCaffrey's going to use his second to last timeout.
So it was late in the shot clock, but Nick Townsend got a good shot.
Quick timeout. Don't go anywhere. Championship on the line. Back in 30 seconds.
Townsend, the Ivy League Player of the Year. Playing great here in the second half, taking over from the post. Great spin move in reverse. The defense on TJ Power, who's having a monster game. And then able to score again in the post off the spin move. So right here, we saw it yesterday, late game situation. They ran TJ Power right off AJ Levine. He had the option to hand it off or push through. Levine was the hero because the attention was paid to Power.
And Yale doesn't have the shot blocker Alaton in the game. Levine trying to get open. So he's got the ball here. About a 15-second difference between game clock and shot clock. Levine gets it back to Power. Power's been the star against Mullen, poked away, and it's going to go out of bounds. That's off Yale with 8 to shoot.
Now sometimes when you get the mismatch, 6'9" on about 6'2", forget about a move. Take a dribble in a direction, jump over the guy and shoot it.
And Penn's going to use its final timeout here. Down 2 with 23.1 seconds on the clock.
They got the switch they wanted with Mullen on TJ Power. And you got to credit Trevor Mullen with the great poke away. That was a huge play just to make them reset.
And 8 seconds, plenty of time for Penn to draw up another play like that. Power, you can see the frustration of Power. Just what a performance by him. He has just been awesome from the start.
Yeah, you just can't overstate how big he is and how skilled he is. 6'9". He's got the drop step both ways, but the best thing he does is shoot the basketball with the high release. And he's been relentless, hunting his shots, moving without the basketball, and scoring in multiple ways.
Well, you said when we came on the air today that TJ Power was going to have to go for 30 for Penn to have a chance, and he's gone for 30 plus. One of the great championship games in the history of this Ivy tournament. He's got 34 and 12. Despite that, his team is down by 2 with 23 seconds to go. out of timeouts now, which is definitely a factor, trying to get the ball in against pressure.
Yeah, without a doubt. And TJ Power, he likes to ghost the screen, which is run up like you're going to set a ball screen and then just run by it to pop out and get the basketball. So I'm expecting a two-man play where the three other Penn guys are on the other side of the floor to give him a ton of room to operate.
A championship on the line, an NCAA tournament berth on the line. And we have had a special game in the Ivy League today. Everybody here standing up. Neutral floor site on the campus of Cornell. Penn and Yale battling down to the final seconds. Yale has 2 timeouts remaining. Powers the inbounder. Got to get it in. Levine catches. Levine downhill to the bucket, flips it up, no. Rebound Yale. And Braithwaite gets fouled by Luth.
That was a good move by A.J. Levine, but in a late game situation, you cannot expect any whistles, and you cannot drive in expecting to get bailed out by the refs. He was more concerned with the contact of the defender rather than going up to the hoop. But if you look on the second look, Trevor Mullen's got his left arm wrapped right around A.J. Levine. That should have been a foul.
No bonus, no free throws. Mullen takes the inbounds, and they're chasing him around. Luth, about 4 seconds went off the clock there, down to 12. Luth gets the foul, and that will put Mullen, one of Yale's best free throw shooters, at the line for a 1-and-1. And talk about pressure in a one-bid league where you win and you go to the NCAA tournament, the ultimate dream for all these players. You lose, and essentially your season is over, and you're going to the line with 12 seconds to go.
So right here, mentally as a player, you put yourself in your backyard. You put yourself on the playground. The thousands and thousands of practice shots, but there's no better guy to shoot them. 89% on the season.
Front end of the 1-and-1. Penn's out of timeouts. Mullen calmly makes the first. And obviously, it goes without saying, huge, huge free throw coming here. Up by 3, up by 4. And now Yale will use one of its remaining timeouts to set up the defense.
Interesting choice, but there's a reason Coach Jones is over there. You basically give Penn an easy timeout here.
Meanwhile, this was just a moment ago. Penn had the ball down 2, late shot clock.
And you know, on that angle, it's a little love tap.
Yeah.
I actually like the no call on the second angle. On the first angle, I thought he was grabbing him and kind of pulling him down, but he got that left hand, just a little bit of contact on the lower back. Not a ton of contact there. Good no call on a second look. And Levine can fly. Like, he can dunk. He's had in-game dunks. Jump up there, and you got to make a physical finish at the rim.
So now, let's go through the scenarios here for Penn. You're down 4 with only 12 seconds to go. So whether it's a 3 or a 2, it has to happen fast.
Yeah, and give it back to Levine. He's the fastest guy on the court. Let him fly it up there. If they back off, let the 3 fly. And then obviously have TJ Power as your kick-out man if there's any help. But either way, make miss, you got to foul right away and extend this game.
Yeah, I know it was only 4 extra seconds, but Mullen's ability to burn some clock and then draw the foul and then make the free throws, that's looming large right now.
He's had a lot of non-stat sheet winning plays.
Yeah. The Bulldogs have been tested big time today. Penn gets it into Power. He'll bring it up. See if he elevates. He will. 3 on the way. Good! Lead is 1 with 6.7 seconds. Mullen catches. Immediate foul by Levine. So more pressure free throws coming for Mullen. What a shot by TJ Power. It happened fast. He got the 3. So even if Mullen makes both, Penn is not done yet.
He's going full speed. You got to stop on a dime, elevate, and knock down a 3. TJ Power continuing his magnificent play here. 37 and 12.
Amazing.
And then how about on the other end? Trevor Mullen wanted that ball. He got it in. He wants the moment.
Front end. Mullen, good. Got the friendly roll. Now if you're Yale, you have that one timeout. You could use it and set up a foul situation where you burn one. Mullen makes them both, and they will use that final timeout. And the question is, do you foul before a three? There's a little difference in the way they're officiating these plays this year in college basketball. If you do it, you got to be really careful.
Yeah, without a doubt. You don't want to be called for a foul, and they call it in the act of shooting. But if you're Penn, there's one guy on your team who has 37.
Yes.
He has to get the ball.
Yes.
You don't overthink it. It doesn't take an Ivy League degree. Give the guy the ball who's got 37, and we just saw him hit a spectacular three. That really is unguardable at his size.
Yeah, he's 6'9". He elevated on that last three and buried it. So you expect nothing else. And you wonder if James Jones is going to swarm him, double team him, try to make somebody else take what could be the final shot of this game. By the way, another reminder, 3:15 Eastern on ESPN. One of the last automatic bids in the American Wichita State and South Florida. We can only hope they have a game as good as this one. This has been a great championship game.
Yeah, and how about the weekend? I mean, overtime yesterday, Penn heroics. Let's see what they got here.
It's got to be a three for the Quakers. Down three with 5.9. Power catches. Power, couple of dribbles. Power, shot. It's good! He hit it! 1 second. Mullen heaved. That one almost went. A back iron. Power hits the shot. He's got 40. And this championship game is going to overtime. Incredible.
How great is TJ Power? You can't stop him, and you can't contain him. Pretty good contest by Casey Simmons. What a shot on the move. First he did it from the left wing, now from the right wing. Incredible. How spectacular is this league? And this one almost goes in for Trevor Mullen. That almost sent them to the dance. I mean, you wouldn't believe it if it was in the Hollywood script.
Mullen really did almost make that 60-footer or whatever it was. Absolutely incredible stuff here in Ithaca. Tie game, we're going to overtime. First, let's check in with Zoom It in studio. Wow. I mean, truly, in the history of Champ Week, forget just Ivy Madness, one of the all-time great performances, TJ Power. He's got 40 points, 12 rebounds, drilled 2 threes in the last 15 seconds to force overtime.
I mean, he's got the clutch gene. He knew how to get to his spots, and at 6'9", elevates. Well, look at Coach Jones. He's been here before. He can't believe it. He knows how great of a game this is. Unbelievable.
The second player in the history of a conference championship game with 40 and 10. TJ Power, the first 40-point game in Ivy League tournament history.
And he hit it on the Ivy League Defensive Player of the Year, who contested it very well.
It was great defense.
A spectacular shot.
As good as it gets. Oh, now we go to overtime, and Penn wins the tap. So the Quakers, who went to overtime in the semis with a shot with under 5 seconds to go, ended up winning it. Now a foul against Townsend for a push as Levine set a screen. So Levine's going to shoot free throws.
Yeah, right there, Nick Townsend just blows up A.J. Levine setting the screen. And if you're going to run through a screen, make it worth it. Yeah.
Make him feel it.
Make him feel it a little bit. And that's a brave man right there, A.J. Levine, setting a screen on Nick Townsend.
his first free throws of the day in overtime. Perfect.
Right here, you got to get back to your staples. What do you do well? And for Yale, it's sharing the basketball, getting it moving, playing out of closeouts. And the best player in the league, Nick Townsend, needs to get the rock.
Levine made them both. So Penn, down to the final seconds, down and out, survives to overtime, and now they have an early overtime lead of 2.
And McCaffrey still throwing in the wrinkles from the sideline.
Yeah, a little pressure and a little zone look. Townsend over to Mullen, who made those clutch free throws. Otherwise, Power might have been a game winner. Levine with the steal. Levine. Get it to that guy.
Find the guy with 40.
Power baseline against Simmons. Power. Simmons just really good defense, but Levine wide open 3, no. Salazar rebound.
A really good pass, and not to force it up by TJ Power. Oh.
And they're going to call a blocking foul. Levine sort of found himself undercutting Alaton. Maybe not the worst foul for Penn. He put Alaton at the free throw line.
Right here, Nick Townsend just floats this pass. I mean, he did not put enough mustard on that thing. Good anticipation by A.J. Levine. And then down low, you get locked up with the 6'10 guy. He's fighting, but gets called for the hold.
I don't know. Penn asked for the officials to look at it because of maybe contact up to the head and neck area. I didn't think it was forcible contact.
No, they're checking it out for flagrant 1, for excessive, but I didn't see anything there.
I would be shocked.
That's a common foul. Right here, I mean, how much physicality has A.J. Levine endured? He just ran through Nick Townsend, and right there.
Yeah, to me, the elbow didn't get extended, the forearm didn't get extended.
And no hook and hold, which becomes a flagrant 1. They didn't see anything there. We got a dangerous play because you can pull the arm out of the socket. So
just a common foul. This was yesterday, by the way. That was in overtime. The winner for Penn. Levine was the guy who got it done.
And they used TJ Power as a diversion. You got to credit A.J. Levine. I love him. I mean, he plays with so much passion. Look at how much he cares.
And that's the big story here is that's his 5th foul. And he is really upset. He's out of this game.
Got to keep his head in the game, cheering on his teammates, but you love the passion. Nobody cares more.
Alaton got the free throw to go down. The big man who's not a great free throw shooter. And the agony of Champwee. I mean, A.J. Levine has played his heart out in this game. And he's just heartbroken that he's going to miss the final 3:50 of overtime. Alaton. No. Townsend hits the deck. Rebound, Penn. Quakers have the ball. Under 4 minutes to go in overtime, leading by 1. Championship game in the Ivy.
That's a big loss because A.J. Levine really runs the offense for the Penn Quakers.
They don't really have a point guard out there right now. Tower. Alaton poked it away. Simmons hustles. Alaton to Simmons, and he'll dunk it down.
He almost hit his face on the rim. What a great play by Samson Alaton. The mismatch, but he knocked it away, and then heads-up play to get it out to Casey Simmons.
Big time. So Yale back up by 1. Power. Wow, that was a travel. Didn't get called. Flings it up. He'll go to the free throw line. Penn got away with 1.
Yeah, you're right. He did. A shuffle of the feet.
That was, I think, 2 hops.
Right here on D. Look at the little flip by Simmons. Get it ahead to him. Look at his head after he dunks it. I mean, he hits his head on the backboard. What an incredible athlete.
A couple free throws for Powers. Perfect at the line. He really struggled this year shooting free throws. He's 6 for 6 in this game. He's got 41 now.
I mean, 50 has entered the conversation now.
It has.
I am blown away by this performance.
Amazing. He's tied it up. And now he's put Penn back ahead, 79-78.
So the zone look, and then they switch into man late in the possession.
Mullen almost dared him to shoot from the free throw line. That was a tough shot. Rebound, Power had it stolen away by Seliskar. Missed the follow. Townsend comes away with it under the basket, gets out of there. And now Yale will reset.
A smart play to reset. He didn't have it inside. Penn walled up with verticality.
Mullen, another contested jump shot. No. And who's going to grab it? Gerhardt comes away with the ball. He gets fouled. Those are tough shots for Trevor Mullen. Really good Penn defense.
And there's a lot of big bodies. They change it to a jump.
Not a foul. Jump ball. Officials talked about it, and Yale will keep it.
On first glance, it looked like a jump ball to me.
Well, that's obviously huge. 20 seconds to shoot. Mullen. He stepped out of bounds. Amazing.
Well, let's take a look. Look how physical it is under the hoop. You got to want it. They want to go to the big dance. Augie Gerhardt. And I think he's got a jump ball with Simmons, and he's getting fouled by Townsend.
Could have been either one. And Yale just gave it right back. Just a total unforced mistake. Mullen on the inbound stepped out of bounds. Now Power having the monster game, an all-time champ week game. Gave it up to Thrower. Thrower's been big. Steps back three. Good! Under 2, and Penn leads by 4.
How about the guts of Cam Thrower? Huge shot.
Seliskar to answer. Yes! That one goes in.
You are witnessing an all-time great championship game.
Penn ball, a minute and a half to go in overtime. Thrower drives, Thrower no. Follows his own miss though and puts it in off the glass.
Incredible second leap. And instead of coming down with it, he tipped it in.
Back-to-back huge buckets for Thrower.
The zone is working on slowing down the initiation of the Yale offense.
Double team came. Braithwaite over to Mullen, gave it up instead of shooting. Seliskar, no. Townsend snatches the rebound. Under a minute to go. Yale down 3 with the ball. Time winding off. Again, Mullen didn't shoot with the big man on him. Here's Braithwaite. Shot clock down to 7. And Thrower jumped into the passing lane. Only 3 to shoot for Yale with 37 seconds left.
He just had great alertness and awareness of what's going on in the game all day long. Cam Thrower has been a huge factor here.
So it's going to be Braithwaite to get it in. Yale needs a quick shot. And if they don't make it, they might need to foul. Townsend drives. Townsend, no. Hit the floor. That shot clock violation. Never touched rim. It'll be Penn ball.
Penn doing a good job late in the possession of maintaining verticality inside.
I don't know why they're stopping play. Both coaches are wondering, are they checking to see if the ball hit the rim?
I think they are looking to see if it was a shot clock violation, but Penn had the ball.
I mean, now if you're Yale, assuming that Penn will have it at the end of all this, I mean, I think Yale's going to have to foul.
I think foul right here. Absolutely.
You got time to go for a steal. We'll watch.
Right there, it didn't hit the rim.
Just getting an explanation while we watch those replays.
They basically have to get the shot clock right. I'm not going to go into the depth our official just went into, but they're getting it right. They're sorting it out. And I like fouling early to extend the game to as many possessions as possible. If you're going to foul, start right away.
Yeah. I mean, you have enough time to hard trap. You maybe use a few seconds to try to get a steal. And if not, I think you're right.
He's got 41, but you might want to foul TJ Power. He's not the greatest free throw shooter.
He's just been awesome today.
Do you want to foul a guy who's got over 40 points? I don't think so.
I don't think so. So they put a little extra time on the clock. TJ Power, the hero in regulation, just miraculous shots to send it to overtime. And now Penn in position to win this game and go to the tournament. And a steal! Mullen came away with it. And Yale's going to use its timeout in overtime. I mean, this game has had everything.
You just can't blink. You're going to miss something. Trevor Mullen read the play beautifully. Look right here. He actually is going to go around the right shoulder of Michael Zanoni, but he goes left shoulder, gets the steal. And now James Jones talking it over. But right there, you got to hit Michael Zanoni right in the center of his chest. He was leading him. Lucas Luth was leading him. And it was a great read by Trevor Mullen.
So now what do you think? Yale, you're down 3. You steal the ball back. You got 30 seconds to go in overtime. Do you take something quick if it's a 2? Do you work to try to get a good look from 3?
I think you give it to Nick Townsend and hope that they double team. And certainly if they do double, you shoot the first good 3. If they don't double, you don't need a 3 yet. Everybody for Yale's got to be ready to take the big shot.
We talked about the depth of this Yale team and their willingness to be unselfish, use everybody. Their season is on the line. Mullen takes the inbound. Simmons almost had it poked away by Thrower. Mullen shoots the 3, in and out. Power fights for the ball. Power grabs it. No foul yet. Now he is fouled by Mullen. With 17.9 on the clock, Mullen had a good look.
Design play, drift screen to the left wing. He knew exactly where the shot was coming, and he shot it with a lot of confidence. Great execution by Yale. Right there, drift screen by Nick Townsend. Trevor Mullen gets a great look. And they wanted the foul on TJ Power, who went right over Jordan Braithwaite.
Power's rebounding, his scoring has been the headline, but his rebounding has been great. Penn has not missed a free throw in the game. And Power's 7 for 7. Every one of them has looked like that.
I mean, I've seen guys get 14 rebounds. I've never seen this.
Yeah.
This has been an all-time great offensive performance.
Second free throw, that one's good. So Yale's in big trouble now, down 86-81. Fox will sub in for Simmons. He hasn't played in the second half. Yale's got to go. Fox, he shoots the 3. Good! Just off the bench with 11 seconds. Zanoni along the baseline, and now Yale fouls him. After a few extra seconds ticked off the clock, 2-point lead for Penn. What a shot from Riley Fox.
How about instant offense? Just come in, no problem. And that's why Coach Jones thinks so highly of him. He is a gifted scorer.
Fran McCaffrey trying to take a 5th different program to the NCAA tournament in his first year as the head coach at his alma mater. Big free throws here.
The Penn fans want divine intervention. They're praying, they're hoping. They want to see their Quakers in the big dance.
In, out, and back down and in. So now, to make it a 2-possession game, Michael Zanoni, who's a great free throw shooter. Biggest free throws of his career. And he made them both. 7 seconds on the clock. Mullen picks it up. Mullen got to shoot it, does. That one no good. Rebound Penn, and the horn sounds. Penn, we got to wait. The the officials are talking about this. The Quakers are celebrating a trip to the tournament. There may be time on the clock. It's not going to matter. They're sending the Quaker players back to the bench.
Well, because Penn stopped playing, Michael Zanoni basically picked it up and stepped out of bounds. But
that's the question, I guess.
This game is basically over.
Amazing.
Even if there's a second on it. What an all-time great performance. Fran McCaffrey in his first year back with the Quakers where he played. What an all-time victory. But right here, there's still time on the clock. Check out Michael Zanoni. He gets pushed and then he runs out of bounds. So they're going to give it back to Yale here for the final second.
I mean, the official signal there, I couldn't tell whether he was saying foul or out of bounds. Again, it's a 4-point spread. Fran McCaffrey trying to figure out when could we celebrate. I mean, TJ Power, one of the great Champ Week performances, any conference, any league, any year, all time. All time.
And a guy who was at Duke, was at Virginia, re-found his love for the game. What a moment by TJ Power. He was going to go wherever Fran McCaffrey went. He found the coach who believed in him. And how great has he been here today?
Now, Zanoni did step out of bounds. So there's a half a second on the clock. They have to finish the game. All Penn has to do is not foul. Just stand there, don't foul. Catch, shoot, no good. Now Penn can celebrate. The Quakers are going back to the NCAA tournament. On the shoulders of a superstar all-time performance.
Massive, Herculean, what a star. And Fran McCaffrey bringing the Quakers back exactly where they want to be, back to the big dance. What a performance. I'm blown away. I can't believe what I just saw with my own two eyes in terms of TJ Power.
Let that guy carry the trophy, because he carried his team. Been a long time for this proud Penn program to wait. And if it's the end of the career, who knows whether Yale's going to play another game or not. I mean, you figure they will play in the NIT as a regular season champs.
They will, and they will accept. So they're going to get the invite, and they're going to go somewhere and keep playing. And they're a heck of a team. I mean, they took absolutely everything from Penn to knock off the regular season champion Yale Bulldogs, who have had a spectacular year.
And you saw Nick Townsend going through the handshake line. I mean, you know he's disappointed, but at some level, he also knows what just happened to his team. And they watched a guy step up and play as good as you can play.
When it just happens, it just hurts as a player. Years later, you're going to look back and go, that was just an all-time incredible final. And we as fans, broadcasters, and supporters of this league, we got a treat here. That was unbelievable.
88-84. Penn was down to the last second of regulation, and TJ Power, an incredible couple of shots to send the game to overtime for Noah Savage. For all of us here in Ithaca, Dave Fleming saying so long. We won't forget this one. Penn wins. They're going dancing.
You hear me now?
Yeah, we got you.
There you go.
You hear yourself? Okay.
Kind of like three-quarter it, so like this.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah, that's good, right there.
Okay, you ready? All right, back here in Ithaca, I mean, TJ, Noah and I are like, we're in disbelief. How do you feel after truly an all-time performance?
Emotional, man. I don't even know what to say. But I put this whole season in God's hands, and He delivered like always.
You know,
I haven't processed it, the whole
you
thing.
told us yesterday that you had found a home at Penn, that you found a place where you thought you could be the best version of yourself. I have to think that that feeling creates an opportunity like today.
Absolutely. I feel like I've been building up to something special, and I love this group so much, man. And I said today we're going to leave everything we have on this court, and that's what we did. And I'm just so glad that we're going to March, man.
You're getting beat up by your teammates.
Hey, call a foul here, ref. How were you able to do this? They were keying on you all day. An all-time great performance of 44 points. How were you able to get it done?
Like I said earlier, God, man. When you put your trust in God, you don't get attached to wins and losses. You just get attached to having fun playing basketball, man. And my teammates kept finding me. We stuck to the game plan, and our defense really stepped up at the end. But man, we got a couple of those late media timeouts, and we said it's winning time. That's what we did all year, and that's what we're doing now. It's special.
Did you know the last shot in regulation was going in when it left your hand?
Yes, sir.
We did too. It looked pretty darn good. How does the NCAA tournament sound to you?
That sounds sweet, babe. We're not done yet. We're going to make a run.
You got another 44 left in you?
I got 54.
Oh, big time. TJ, congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks, TJ.
Wow. Wow.
that bottom. Yeah! Yeah! Come on!
coach. Somebody takes that from her. I think we'll close it down by 4. Get the team. Stand by 4, say 4. And I think that's it. Alright, it's over. Alright, get ready for belt. Cameras are cleared. Great job, everybody. Thank you so much.